This morning, we're going to have our entrepreneurship talk, and we have one of us, a member of New Covenant Church, is also a graduate from Nigerian University and also University of Chester in view right now, and is the co-founder / CEO of EdVest, the leading edtech platform in Nigeria, and teachers and school leaders use his software to automate education. So he's Dimeji Falana, and he's going to be speaking with us virtual. So let's listen to his profile right now before it comes up. Thank you.
Sunday, Dimeji Falana, BSc Computer Science, University of Ilorin, and MBA Business Administration, University of Chester in view. An entrepreneur and a full-stack software developer with over a decade of experience in ERP solution development for banks, universities, and government. He was a trainer at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology AITI summer program. He has led various generations of software developers on over 20 software projects successfully. Dimeji has mastered how to influence a team for success. He is the CEO / co-founder of EdVest, the leading edtech in the emerging markets. Teachers and school leaders from over 790 schools use this software to automate their operation from student enrollment to graduation. EdVest won the Best Prize Transforming Education at the Sisters World Summit 2018 in Switzerland. His startup, EdVest, just raised a new seed round of $575,000 to improve product and bring more schools online.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me today. I consider it a great honor, and I believe that the Lord has something for us. That's why I was chosen to take this session. I will attempt to share from a little bit of what God has helped me with in terms of experience and knowledge on how to ideate and build a startup business. Today, I would like us to see beyond what the profile is saying, but I want us to consider it an opportunity for us to be at the right time, at the right place in the right time to hear the right information about how to start, how to ideate, and how to build a business. I want to appreciate the organizers for inviting me once again. Thank you very much, the youth leader, president, and all the ESCOs for inviting me. I really appreciate it. Today, I have a very, very simple assignment to do, and we are going to do it together. And every time I minister or I speak on entrepreneurship in the body of Christ, I always try to let us know that everything revolves around Jesus. And I always want people to know that the end of every session is to get a value from whatever the speaker is saying. And the value that is expected of us today is for us to be able to know how to develop a business, okay? And please let us bear this in mind, that there will be a session that everybody will have to take the note, the pen and paper to be able to write something down, okay? And also, there will be a time that I will ask questions, and I just want mics to be around so that people can come very close to the podium to us to speak to me directly. So please, we are going to do this together, and we have a very short time, I think about 1 hour, then we are going to walk around it so that we can give enough time for question and answer. But this session, we need you to pen something down, because at the end of the day, you will wake up, you will stand up from this program today with your business model canvas in your hand. So please, I would like to share my screen. Please, somebody should allow me to share my screen so that I can speak directly from the deck I've created. So thank you once again for your time. And I pray that your expectation will not be cut short in Jesus' name. So please, I would like to share my screen. The admin should make me the co-host or the host, or give me the ability to share by saying, allow multiple share, so that I can bring all my PowerPoints. So the topic before me this morning, while the admin is doing that, is about from idea to startup, how to build a business. And I will like you to know that the most important thing for you to, first of all, hear from me on this topic is that building business is about building a system to solve problems. Okay, I can share my screen right now. Thank you very much. So I would like somebody to confirm to me whenever you can see my screen so that we start from there. Just confirm to me once you can see my screen on chat, then I will take it off from there. Thank you very much. Just confirm, can you see my screen? Then I want to be sure that everybody can see my screen before I start. Please just drop me a message. If you're on the panel, if you're on the Zoom, just confirm. Okay, you can see my screen properly. Okay, so let me use another way to share my screen, because it is very important everybody get to see my screen before I start. So like I was saying, I'm going to push the file on the online, and I'll use another way to share it. Just give me just a little time on that. As I was saying, the building business is about building a system to solve problem. Not only to solve the problem, but solve problem in a way that is economically viable. Okay? You don't solve problem and then walk home without anything. You solve problem, you walk home, you go back home with money or impact. And I would like to make you realize that today, the focus will be more on how to build business, but I might not be able to speak more on the monetary part, because it is, ideation to building. That is what the topic is covering. So how to make money and all those other things can come in as explanation, but they are not actually the focus for this session. So I will attempt to share my screen again. So please just confirm if you can see it. I want to be sure the screen is okay and good enough, and everybody can see it. Hello, can you see my screen now? Is it better now? I need somebody to confirm to me so that I can start. Thank you very much. So building business is about solving problem in an economically viable way. And what do I mean by that is that you identify a problem. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you identify a problem, and then you want to build a system to solve it. So the system in this regard is a business. So I like to start with the content in mind. So if you want to take a note, you can quickly grab the list of what we want to discuss today from my screen. You can grab it down. We're going to look at how to evaluate a particular idea. I've seen so many people that they always tell me, I have idea, but many people are unable to transform the idea to business. And some people, the way they go about it, they run into trouble and then they run back. Many people will say, I don't even know who is going to build the idea for me. Some people will say, I know how to sell, but I cannot build. Some people will say, I can build, then I cannot sell. And today I want to lay a foundation. This session is going to be very, very important, and it's going to address people that are just thinking about the idea, that they have not started, people that have started in less than 5 months to 2 years, or people that have started businesses that the business is not really strong and then the turnover in a year is still less than 20 million naira. Or people that have actually done business for years, but they still feel like, okay, I want to adjust the way I structure the business so that there can be more capital inflow from investor and I can make more sale and expand to different markets. So this session is going to be valuable to you. So please, I will focus more also with a little bit of bias to technology-driven businesses, because we know that technology will no longer be a sector after a while. It will be bigger than what we can call a sector, because different sectors now use technology. So we have head tech, which is education technology. We have health tech, which is health technology, agri tech, which is agri technology. So technology-driven businesses will be my bias this morning. And also I will attempt to speak a bit outside of technology-driven businesses so that people that are into direct manufacturing or food business, or maybe people that have not even added technology to their business, can also learn one or two things. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to evaluate a particular idea. I don't know if you are the type that you have ideas that you always say, okay, I'm full of ideas. So many people that are just so full of ideas. They just want to talk. And I've seen people that even by the time they discuss all the ideas, at a point, they can even get confused because they have so many ideas and some of them are conflicting. So this particular session is going to let you know that you have to be disciplined to focus on a particular idea at a time and then narrow down to get the best out of it. The best you will get from your idea using this methodology I'm going to share today will be in two phases. It's either you are able to build a business out of it, or then you run back and say it doesn't worth it, okay? So those are the two possible outcomes you are going to have. And the two are actually good. If you are able to get knowledge to say, I can pursue the idea to build a business, that is really, really good. And also, if I evaluate your idea and you get to the end, you realize that you cannot actually build this business because it doesn't worth your time, it doesn't worth the effort, then you turn back. It's also very good because you are not going to waste time, you are not going to waste money, you are not going to waste resources. So, and how to look at it from, the yardstick to look at when you want to evaluate your idea. The day one, you have your pen and paper. Please, I can't see anybody right now. I would have loved if I can see some faces, maybe in the Zoom meeting or anything, but I would like a situation whereby you can bring out your pen and paper, and if possible, note down some of these things, and then let's speak to them one by one. It is very important because by the time I begin to ask questions, then my question will be around what I'm sharing. Okay, I can see people now. I can see my dear brother in a green check, and I can see the sister behind him. Also, I can see so many people, and that is fantastic for me. So if I call you in red top, I mean the sister behind this brother that is using the nose mask. So I'm talking to you. So I don't know the name, but I will use your clothes to call you, and I can use your gender to describe you. Does that make sense? Please just do like this. The sister, if you understand what I'm talking about, just give me a thumb up like this, please. If you understand me, if you're the one. Okay, good. Thank you very much. I get it, two of you. So you will be my sample audience this morning. So the first yardstick I will want you to focus on is to measure your idea by speaking to people. Business is about creating a system to solve problems for people. And if you want your business to grow, to start and grow and become very big, you need people. It is biblical in many sense that we are here to operate in this world. So many things are not possible on earth without people. God needed people to do so many things. So for your business to succeed, you need people. You need to understand people. And you cannot understand human being without speaking to human being. You cannot understand human being without interacting. Interaction. You have to go all out and speak to people to discover who are actually the customer that your business wants to build. The business you want to build, who are going to be the likely customer. You have to speak to people of different gender, different age. And in some cases, if I want to go a bit deeper, you have to do what we call demographic design or psychographic design. Demographic design means it's about the gender combination, the age range, where they live, what is their income. Sometimes you can even get to the level of, are they using vehicle, which type of vehicle, and all those stuff. So you have to approach people of all age, and you are in the church. So that makes it easy for you. All you will do is that, my dear sister, my dear brother, you speak to them about the idea. I'm starting a business. We will start very soon, but I want to know if this will make sense for you. Will you be able to like this service or this product or this or that? And then when they are talking to you, you can use your phone. You can just get a phone and then record what they're saying, so that when you get home, you can go and write what they're saying down. Some people might not wait for you to be taking notes as they're talking. No, that might not be really, really 21st century thing. Then you use your phone to get them to speak to you. Then you record. Speak to 50 people and then type the response down. Then the next thing will now be, I can't see anybody again, but I know that my sister is still there and my brother is still there. So please don't stand up, because I'll be using you as the example this morning. So the next thing you will do is to rate the idea. You have to rate the feedback you've gotten from the people, rate the response to discover which one is the most valuable feature, which one is the most valuable aspect of the idea that they feel like, oh, this is going to help me. Maybe you have an idea that you want to start an online coding school, and then you are talking to the leader of Covenant Men, and then you say, sir, please, I know your son is age 8, and I want to start an online coding school, and then I know if your son can learn how to code Python, maybe when he grows up in life, he can become a software engineer to work in Silicon Valley or Lagos or Ibadan or anywhere. And this is a very good, career for your son. And the Covenant Men needs to talk back to you to say, oh, it's a very good idea, but I'm thinking of maybe him learning networking instead of coding, because I think he's gifted in some things that has to do with hardware and networking. That's a feedback. Then you get it done. Then when you speak to many people, I think my camera is there. I can't see the audience. Please, you can work on that for me. So when you speak to many people, get to hear from them. Don't talk too much. Don't be the ones doing all the talking. When you present to them, listen to them and let them know that it is very important to hear from them. Then whatever they say, the one that is the most important to them, rank it. And by the time you rate it, look at everything, you'll be able to know, okay, this from 50 people, this list of item carried, the top ranking. It means that people care more about this aspect of my idea. So it means the clients that I am likely going to serve will care more about this thing. Then the next thing you will do is now to go and think. You look inward. You look inward to see. Don't take my sister and my brother away, gray and red. Turn to them. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So you look inward to say that if the skill that you have can match what they need. Okay? If the skill that you have can match what they need. If you can actually build the business. For instance, if you are a software engineer, and then most of the people you talk to, they say, maybe they love their kids to learn networking, and you don't know anything about networking. You have to sit down and do a personal reflection to say, am I able to build a business that can train age 8, age 9 students on how to network? Okay? So you have to be realistic. So what is going to be the outcome should be, okay, maybe I need a partner. Maybe I need a co-founder. Myself, I have, Dare and I, Dare Adebayo is the co-founder and the COO of Edvest Limited. We met on campus in the University of Ilorin. Dare happened to be someone that can sell products. He can convince people to buy a product, okay? And I used to be the type that I can sit down on the system and program for 10, 12 hours a day, okay? So I know I can build products, but I needed someone that can sell. So we partnered. Somebody is trying to use my annotation. I don't know why. Maybe the audience the admin can tackle this one for me, please. Somebody is trying, okay, maybe let me stop the annotation. Somebody is trying to tamper with the annotation. Okay, so now the skill set is very important and you have to be truthful to yourself. Or another thing you can take out from this is that, are you willing to learn what you don't know? Because the clients are asking for some things that currently you don't have the capability to provide. Are you willing to learn? And how long is it going to take you? You have to be realistic in calculation. So there might be a need for you to say, okay, I need 3 months to go and learn something. Then you come back to the idea, okay? So then the next thing is, before you even say you want to go and acquire some skills, you need to know if what they want, if they can pay for it. Can they actually pay for it? Because we have to make sure that we are clear about if people are willing to pay. When you look at markets generally, the consumers are the king, and they are the king because of some certain factors. You want to serve 50 people that you have spoken to, or maybe 30 of them, they are the king. They determine everything. They determine the price you are going to ask them to pay. You cannot say you want to do coding classes, and then maybe the people you have spoken with, their average salary is 300,000 naira per month, and then you want to charge 300,000 naira per week for their kids. It is not going to work because they won't be able to pay for it, okay? And it means that if your service cannot go below 300,000 naira per week in training, it means you have to look for other people that are earning higher so that you can go and market to them. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. Just give me a thumb up, okay? If they are willing to pay for it, you are going to know, because you will have done your calculation, you will have done a bit of background, and I'm sure you don't want to ask anybody how much they are earning as salary, but there will be a need of an assumption to say, okay, you assume, because you have to check, okay? And then the next thing you will do by the time you are sure that they can pay for it is that you will check if what they can pay can make you to be committed. Because you will need to calculate the profit you are going to make and how you are going to take care of your costs from what they can pay. If what they can pay clearly cannot take care of your costs, you need to think twice that maybe you need to add more service to it so that you can increase the price, or you need to find a way to talk to people that can actually pay higher price. And the question that you will ask before you leave that session is, does it worth your 10 or 20 years? Because when you are building a startup, sometimes the first 5 years, some people can actually build a startup and sell off. Some people can actually build a startup and become very, very big. But sometimes it might take up to 10 years of your time because you are successful, but yet the market is still big. You are serving in your coding class, you are serving, in your coding class, you are serving, let's say 10 students. And then you discover that even in the church, more people are asking for it. In your community, more people want to enroll their kids, but you don't have the facility. Then you need to now find a way to get money to increase hands so that you can serve more people. So 10 years, 20 years sometimes. Like me now, this is our second startup, and then this is the 10th year that we have been in business, okay? So you don't want to pick an idea and build a business that you don't want to commit to. You understand? Sometimes it might take you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So if it doesn't worth your commitment, please don't start, because the journey to building a successful business is not straightforward. There will be ups and downs, but you have to define if your idea can actually take you and get you busy for the next 20 years or 10 years. So that is the next one, for you to know that you have chosen the right idea. If your idea is just something that maybe after some times it might not really worth it again, then you throw it somewhere, then it doesn't worth wasting your time or wasting people's time. Because when you speak to people in the church or in your community and you don't bring something tangible back to them, you lose their respect, okay? So the second thing I have here is that before you move forward on the idea, you have to get close to the theory of human behavior, because human beings, human beings are at the center of every business. The people that will work with you, your staff and your colleague, they are human beings. Then the people you want to serve, they are human beings. Even if you build a software technology, human beings will still use it, okay? If you have a farm that is about 1,000-acre of farm in a mini or secretary or something, and you want to use it to farm to feed people in Ibadan or Lagos, human being will work on the farm, human being will eat the food. So you have to understand the theory of human behavior. And the theory of human behavior I want to expose you this morning, I want you to use it to determine how people will respond to your business, okay? So I want you to pay attention as we move forward. Somebody wrote on my slide, and the person can clean it up right now, if the person still have the capability. Yeah, I think somebody from the Zoom meeting. I don't know why. I don't know why the person did that. Okay, let's move on. So, theory of planned behavior. You need people to behave in a certain way to your business. And it is when they behave in that way that your business can receive money from them, your business can receive patronage, and your business can receive growth. Okay? Let us bring out something very close to what I want to share. People behave a certain way to Facebook. Okay? As I'm speaking right now, some people are on the Facebook as I'm talking to you, even right there in the hall. Am I getting what I'm trying to say now? Are you getting it? So people go to Facebook when anytime people just walk and they sit down and they have a little minute, then they bring out the phone. They want to see what people are saying on Facebook or on Twitter or on LinkedIn, because they have, they have a planned behavior in a way that anytime that they have free opportunity to just relax, the next thing is they pick their phone and then they check the updates. Okay, it's a planned behavior because it has built up over time, and these are the list of things that have built up behaviors. Okay, when you are building a business, you need to work around how you can leverage on people's behavior towards patronizing you, and that is where we are going to. This is a very deep area of business evaluation. You have to really pay attention at this point. You have to make sure that you are following. I see people walking around, it's not good enough. You have to make sure you are paying attention. The first thing here is the intention to act. What moves people to take decision? Why they buy might be different from why you build the business. Some people might want to send their children to your coding class, like I was saying, because other people are sending their children to the coding class. Some people might want to send their children to a particular school because they feel like, oh, how can I say that my children cannot go to this school? Or some people will come and buy yam from you because you have done a very big marketing and everybody is buying from you. And then they also want to be a part of it because how come I can't afford your business? But that is not actually the reason why you built your business. Your business is to serve their need, but their planned behavior towards purchasing that product and service is very important too. Do you know that some people will buy car not because they just want to use it to move around, but because of what people will say about them? That, oh, he's using Porsche. is using Range Rover, is using this. So you have to think about it. If you're in a business of food, you're selling food, you're doing food delivery, there are so many food brands in Nigeria that when people hear about them, oh, I want to be there, like KFC and Co. People will be like, oh, let me take you out for a drink. Let's go to KFC. Not because Mama Shade that is selling drink and chicken beside them cannot give them the same thing, but because they want to respond to, oh, he is also going to a classy place. Okay? So you have to think about that. Then the second one is the social pressure. What people expect of people, what is expected of you will drive you to take a particular decision. Maybe you are into garment making, okay? And there's a particular trendy design that you have built in your factory and is trendy. People will move towards it because of what other people expect them to be. Do you know that there are some people that they will be like, oh, I know you always kill your fashion. No, you're always fashionable. And that one alone can enter people's head and they are looking for the next trendy clothes that is coming. So you have to pay attention to it. Do you know that people sleep in front of Apple office in California a day before the launch of the new Apple device? Because some people believe that they should be the first. They should be among the first set of people that will use Apple because they have always been among them. People see them to be, to be high class. People see them to be technology inclined, and they want to be among the first people that will use the first 100 pieces in California. So they go there and sleep. And Apple is capitalizing on that. It's not the Apple that knocked the door of people to say, come and sleep in front of my office, but the social pressure of what people expect of them push them to come. So you have to understand this. I decided to, pay attention to this so that you can get to know some certain ways on how people sell and why some businesses grow. Please, can I move on, please? I can see my brother in Jersey. Just give me a thumb up if you want me to move up. My brother in Jersey, beside the sister that is using glass. The sister is sitting by the left to you, to your left. Yeah, can you just give me a thumb up? A brother is sitting around. Oh, thank you very much. So now the last one is self-efficacy, planned behavior. People believe that they have capability of taking decisions that will bring an attainment. People will want to buy your product and service because they believe that they are taking the right decision. They believe that they are taking the right decision for enrolling their kids in your school, in your coding class. They are taking the right decision for calling your business to design a website for them. Some people believe that they can actually decide on their own. So you have to leverage on all this to understand how people is going to behave to your new business. So next one is going to be number 3, which is going to be identifying the pain of the customer. Like I said initially, there is no successful business anywhere that is not solving a problem. And the problem has to be a pain. The problem has to be something really big that the customer care about. If the problem is not big, please don't add to the problem. Just identify the biggest problem in the sector you want to play. If people find it difficult to get good yam every December, and you want to start a business to farm only yam that will be ready by November every year, please make sure you do your calculation and go after the problem. Make sure that your yam is ready November, so that by December, when people find it difficult to get yam, then they can buy your yam. That is solving a problem. I hope you are getting me. So I'll be using different examples from health, education, and technology to explain. So now, the problem has to be big. The pain of the customer will determine if they will jump to buy products from you or not. Some people will say, I've created something, I've been trying to market it, people are not buying, this one, they just say, come back. This one is even very tough to sell. It's not tough to sell a product that is solving problem for the customer that you understand. It's not tough. It's not difficult. All you need to do is to do your background work very well to know that, is this product or service a painkiller or a vitamin? You know, vitamin or supplements, people can do without supplements, okay? Do you agree with me? Anybody can just give me a thumb, but do you agree with me that People can do without supplements. But if you have headache, you look for the solution. You look for Panadol or paracetamol. Look at these people driving on this road. This is a road in Nigeria. This is not to bring down the government or any form, but it's just to analyze, to explain what I'm trying to bring forward. You can see that the drivers of these vehicles, they are thinking a lot. They are disturbed. The pain is big because, first of all, they are thinking, I don't want to get into a port that my car will my vehicle is going to enter. I won't be able to bring it out. And also at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm moving forward so that I won't stay in one place and then the thing will just enter one. The head is calculating. And that is how big the pain should be. So your idea, if you are loaded with so many ideas, one way to filter off the one that doesn't make sense is if the pain of the customer that will use your product or service is not big enough. And this is how you can look at it. The pain must affect the brain. These people here, they are thinking, oh, how can I do this? How can I go about this? Is it to place my leg here, to turn this one? And do you know what? Some people even in the vehicle might even be disturbing them, driving with them because they don't want to enter into bad portion together. So the pain, the qualification of the pain should be something that is affecting the brain, how somebody is thinking, to say, what is the way around this problem? Then the second one is the pain must affect the heart. The heart, talking about affection. The heart of somebody thinking that, oh, if my car should just enter a place now and then the wheel just break, or maybe my silencer just get broken. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? The worry in the heart. You have to identify that, oh, my problem, my solution, the business I'm creating is going to help the heartache of the customer. Then the third one is the physical. The guy is thinking, how am I going to navigate this? The physical. It has to affect people physically. Do you know that, a lot of people, the reason why Uber started is just very simple. It's because of these three things and the last one. A man went for an event and it was too late and it was raining and there was no taxi. And he was thinking, how am I going to get home? The head. He's feeling that, hey, time is going. Staying late at outside is so bad. Anything can happen. It's affecting the heart. Physically, the guy cannot trek. He can't trek home. So he was thinking about it, and that was what brought about Uber, that anywhere I am, I should be able to tap a button and then the ride will come. And that was it. And today, look at it. Boom. Billions of dollars of investment went to Uber. That is it. So you have to, if you are not the one experiencing this, if you are the one experiencing this today, it makes it easy for you. All you just need to do is to look for people that have experienced it with you so that you can create business for everybody. But if you are not the one experiencing it, you have to do the work by identifying this today. And trust me, your interview session, the one I mentioned initially, you can't go to your head covenant man leader and say, sir, is this thing affecting your brain or is it affecting your heart or affecting your pain? No. You can't ask that. They'll chase you away. Humility is very good, but people will chase you with humility. Please don't talk to me again, brother. So this is disrespecting, and but that's just by the way. You have to figure out how to get this thing. Then the next one is that what is the pain kill? That is number 4. Now that we have seen the pain, you can see the pain is big. And what is the pain kill? And I want to ask question. And I want somebody, my brother in black cap with red design in front of the cap, sitting in front of my dear sister by the right hand side of the hall, should speak now. Or maybe just come close to the mic. I said the moderator should get a mic. Please just go straight to where the camera is looking. Go straight to that my brother. Give him the mic. I want him to speak about what is the pain kill here. What is going to be the immediate solution here? What can be the solution? Immediate solution. Immediate solution here. Immediate solution here. Think about it and then say something. No, sit down, just sit down. I will see your face when you are sitting better. Look at the screen. Look at the picture we have on the screen. What should be the pain kill? What should be the immediate solution here? If you want to build a business and they want to give you $1 million to solve this problem right now, what should be the solution?
It's to address the situation based on the feedback you have gotten from your customers.
No. The customers, they are hooked inside their vehicle. They can't even come down. You can't even talk to them. Look at the truck at the back. Look at the Kia SUV in the front. You can't even talk to them. You've already seen the problem. Merely looking at them, you know the problem. Okay? So what should be the pain kill here? I'm not talking about what you need to do step by step. I mean, just boom, decide.
To fix the road.
Fix the road is going to take time. Minimum, at least if you are getting Japanese engineers, that should be 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And it means they will be here for 2 weeks in the car. What are they going to eat?
Or we could also get another ride out of that place.
Get another ride out of that place.
They would have to come down.
They will abandon the vehicle, come down, give them a better ride.
Take a different route.
Yes, that is very good. It might be costly. That is going to show to you that sometimes you can provide a solution that is going to cost the customer, but it's going to be a solution. Are you getting me now? So another thing is, how can you do it in a way that it's not going to cost the customer so much? Who wants to try? I want my camera to go elsewhere. Thank you very much. What's the name? What's the name? Samuel. Okay, thank you very much, bro. Samuel. Thank you. Anyone? Please, my camera should go elsewhere. Okay, someone else should attempt to speak something because this is very important. It has to be practical. We have to be. My sister in red, please. Let her speak. I want to hear her. Yes. Thank you very much.
I think a quick solution to this problem is going to maybe to get a gangway.
Oh, good. To drag the vehicle out. Thank you very much. My camera should go back to Bro Samuel. Did you get that? That's it. So if you build a business to give a new vehicle, you still need to get them out of that place, okay? So it means that they will pay for your new vehicle, and they will also pay for Janway to tow them out. So why not just tow them so that they pay once? Do you understand the part now? So let's move forward. Thank you very much for your contribution. So the pain kill should be to address the problem, and your solution should look like this. Your solution should be accessible and usable. Bro Samuel said, maybe we should fix the road. It is not accessible immediately to solve the problem. Even if you want to fix the road, you still have to take the vehicle out of the location. I hope you are getting me now. This is a bit of business problem solving kind of conversation. So then your solution should be accessible and it must be usable. It shouldn't be too difficult for people. You have to put the people at the center of the solution you are building. The businesses and the organizations that put people at the center, they stand the test of time. Then the second thing here about your solution should be able to generate ROI. That is return on investment. Okay, you will maybe it will take you 30,000 naira to bring Janway, the towing vehicle, to that location. The big one that is going to be strong enough to drag the vehicle, 30,000. And then the customers will pay, let's say, 80,000. At the end of the day, you pay the towing vehicle 30,000, you have 50,000. That is your own profit. And then you can now say you have done a business that are giving you more than 100% multiple. And in some cases, you can take the towing vehicle to the location at 30,000 naira, and then you will take 40,000 naira from the client because you don't want to charge them so much, and it's still okay for you to make 10,000 naira, if that is still fine. So ROI should be in view. You don't want to be in business without making profit. Even if your profit is not up to cover, it's not going to cover a lot of your costs, at least profit should be there. Because I know a lot of people that will build business, and I know you might have had people saying this, that, no, money is not important. Yeah, it is very important. It is very important. The love of money is the root of all evil. But having money is not the root of all evil. Okay? So money is important. You have to think about it when you are running a business. If you are saying money is not important, please don't define what you are doing as a business. Just say you are in philanthropy sector, or I don't know, because you are not expecting money in return. You are only going to see people be happy when you solve problem for them. But today, the discussion is about business. So return on investment is very, very important. And do you know, I have seen people that are afraid of money. I've seen people that are afraid of charging customer. I have seen people that are afraid of calling money. Some certain figure of money is very, scarce in the mouth of some people. A few days ago, I was telling my wife, I said, my wife, please say 1 billion pound, 10 billion, just pronounce it. Let me hear you from your mouth. Some people are afraid of calling money. Some people are afraid of charging customer. And it is not good enough if you want to run a business. Then your solution should be able to go to other people that have the problem. That's the third one, to scale to many people that have similar problem. So by the time you get the people out of the mud, then you look for other people. If you look at it from this session, we have a vehicle in the front, and then at the back of the vehicle, we have a truck. So it means you make money from the first vehicle here, you are done. You go to the next vehicle, then you drag that one, then you make money. You can see two other vehicles by the right-hand side. You can ask them if they are also interested, then so that you can help them out, okay? So your solution, your painkiller should be able to scale to multiple people. And if you are running a technology-driven business, you need to find a way that you can sell beyond different geography so that it can help your business. I can remember, I have a story to tell you here. When we were in Ilorin, we were running our business in Ilorin. The recession of 2015 dealt with us. We lost all our staff. So many people, so many schools, they said parents are not paying money because the state governments in the states, they are not paying salary, and people were removing their children from private schools to public schools. And we were thinking about how to come out of this mess. So we started scaling out of Ilorin. We look at Lagos, we discovered that only Lagos State was paying salary regularly in the whole of Southwest. So we moved our business to Lagos State, and then we scaled it out. We didn't leave Ilorin completely. We are still selling in Ilorin, but we scaled to Lagos where we can make much more money. So your business should be something that you can scale. You should be able to sell in Ibadan. You should be able to sell in Tel Aviv in Israel. You should be able to sell in Sao Paulo. You should be able to sell in Victoria. Different places across the world. That is how to think about the business in this age and time. So the next one is, how are you different? The human knowledge, the human brain receive and connect quickly to something that is different from what they know. So differentiation in the marketplace is very, very important. So many people are into similar businesses, but the question that every consumer will ask without even opening their mouth when they want to assess is, how is this different from this one? How are you different? You can be different in customer service. You can be different in technology development. You can be different even in ease of usage. You can be different in pricing, but I don't always encourage you to be different in pricing. Some people will sell cheap and then make loss, and then because they want to be different in the market. And people that are selling normal price, they'll make more money and then buy them over, okay? I don't expect you to be different in pricing. Focus on your technology. Focus on how you take care of customer. Do you know that customer service in Africa and Nigeria is a very big industry? because we know little about how to take care of customer. If you build a business and you take care of customer, trust me, you will gain their loyalty and you'll be able to scale. So in thinking about your idea, you need to think about how your business is going to be different by the time you come into the scene. Then the next one, the next one is going to be document. You have to document all your interview, how you want to be different, if they are willing to pay, then how you want to solve the problem for them, how you want to craft the solution design. The solution design is not only in technology. Solution design can be in agri. You want to plant cassava at so months so that it can come out at so months so that it can sell to so markets. That is the design. You understand? So you can design the solution and then now bring it into what we call business model canvas. Okay? So, and that is where we are going next now. So everything we have been discussing, I know the screen might be too tiny for people to see very well. I want my dear sister putting on the white band across her head to give me a thumb up if she can see the screen properly, especially the bigger titles. Can you see the screen very well? You can see, I know. So I've decided to enlarge it. So I'm going to use the next few screens to speak. So the business model canvas is the one-page document that you are expected to design before you can start a business. A lot of people will go and spend time and build 34-page business plan. And even before they finish, they are even confused. Even though the business plan is so good, it is good to have a business plan. It is, really, really right to have it. But please, don't start your business with business plan. I know a lot of people that are lecturers in business, they will always fault this statement. They will say, Dimeji is not saying something good. Dimeji is not telling you the right thing. I have done it before, and that's what I'm telling you. If you spend a whole month writing 34-page, 12-page, 15-page of business plan, by the time you are done, you won't even know how to start. So you need something very, very simple that we call business model canvas, something that is going to summarize your entire business design, everything from beginning to the end. That is what you need to start. Then later, you can now build the business plan from it, so that if you leave business plan on your shelf, you can still run with the model canvas. So let me increase it a bit. Can you see it bigger now? Is it bigger now? I need your thumb up. Is it bigger now? Is it better? Okay, thank you. So let me talk about the column that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different columns. Somebody is trying to send me a message. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we are actually on the last session of the program, of the session. So, and I would like to take a question from the audience. So we have the first session, which is going to be the key part. The first session on the business model canvas is always the value proposition, the one at the center. The value proposition. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3. The value proposition is the first part. I can share this slide with the moderator so that everybody can have access to it, so that you can use it to design your business. Value proposition, that is what you have designed. You have seen the problem, you know the people that have the problem, then you have designed solution to it. So what do you want to give to them? You put it in value proposition. Then you go back. Value proposition is number 1, though it is not number 1 on the list, but it is at the middle. And it is always important you start from there, because that is going to determine every other thing. So number 1 is value proposition. Number 2, you go back to the first one, which is key partners. Who are the people that you want to partner with? The people that will sell land to you if you are in a Greek business, the people that will cultivate the land, or if you are in a food delivery business, the people that will handle the ride delivery and everything, those are your partners. If you are in web design business, the people that are going to host for you, those are your key partners. Then your key activity is the next one, which is going to be, what are you going to be doing day by day for the customers? What are you going to be doing? So when you wake up in the day, what do you do for them? In your own case, maybe what you do is to sell food to them. Or maybe in another case, some people in software technology company business, maybe what you'll be doing is to write code for them. Okay? Then the next one is key resources. What are you going to use as your key resources? Do you need the cooking materials? The cooking appliances? Or do you need the tractors on your farm? Or do you need your server? Those are the key resources that you are going to need. Then the next one is, the next one is customer relationship. How do you want to relate with customers? Do you want them to go to your website, or you call them on phone? GSM companies, like the telco companies like MTN, Nine Mobile and Co., they relate with customers via phone calls. Adverse, we use phone calls, we use email, and then we chat, then we visit school. So you have to define it, that if the customer need my attention, how do I relate with them? If your customers, if you are in the agri-business, you are likely going to get people that will call you on phone that want to come to the farm to see. Don't say, let me send you email and pictures of the farm and you'll be fine. No, you have to really think about them. Then the next one is the channel in which you want to reach out to them. Is it phone call? Is it email? Or WhatsApp or any form? You can even use WhatsApp to build a business. Okay. Then the next one is the segmentation. This is very, very important. You have to define customer segmentation very well. You have to define it. If you're into agri-business, you need 50 people to give you 200,000 to farm cassava. You have to define it. Who are the people that will give me 200,000? Don't go and meet people that they also have farms. Don't go and meet people that are close to farm. Go and meet people that are in Ikoyi, Lekki, that they don't even have anything to do with the farm. Those are the people that might care to put money there. They don't want to do it themselves. They just want somebody to do it. So you have to define the customer segmentation. You have to use psychography and demography to design them so that you know who that you are actually dealing with. And when you define them, you know that people in Lekki and Ikoyi, if you send them a mail, they will see the mail. If you invite them to a Zoom call to say, come and see the farm, then you carry the video around to show them how the plants are doing and how the eggs they are coming out from the beds in poultry. They can be willing to see that because sometimes they might not want to leave Lagos. So you have to define that. Then the next one is you have to look at the cost structure. What is it going to cost you? The cost structure. What is it going to cost you to set up the first day, the first week, the first month? And in most cases, people will say, get some money in the bank that can take you at least 6 months to run your business. It means the cost of your own salary, the cost of the salary of the people that will be working with you, the cost to host the server, or the cost to plant the maize, the cost to pay this one, pay that one, and live for the first 6 months. Let it be available before you start running. So many people always start from the cost. They say the reason why I'm not doing business is because I don't have money. No, you have to start with the customer. Before you get to the cost, you can see cost is even the second to the last. So cost is the second to the last. Don't confuse yourself. So cost structure is very important. You have to break it down. And then the last one is revenue stream. How are you going to now make back the money you are spending? So are you going to charge them, based on the price that you've had in mind? How long are they going to be paying? For instance, you want to charge people 200,000 naira to farm maybe a plot of cassava. How are they going to pay? Maybe if they pay 2 times, they will pay 120. If they pay 2 times, but if they pay once, they pay 200,000. You have to design all those things. If they pay 3 times, you break it down in a way that you factor in interest of them paying in bits. If they pay at once, they can pay everything. But if they are dividing it, you put a little interest on top of it because you are in a business and the value of money is not the same every time. So, and when you are building your business, if you have not focused on anything since morning, look at the screen and just pay attention to it. Make sure that when you are ideating and you are going to become a startup, be ready for a change. Be ready to pivot. Be ready to respond to the need of the market. When you pivot, it means you are responding to the need of the market. You don't fix your mind and say, this is what I've set out to do. And if the customer is saying they want a different thing, I'm not going to change. That person will sink with the ship. Okay? So be ready to change to the demand of the customer and start by building a skate with the handle. Then you go into bicycle, you go into motorcycle, then you can now have a vehicle, which is your business, to now drive through different markets to deliver the objective of setting up your business. Thank you very much. I'd like to take questions from here. I'd like to take questions. Please, I know this has taken enough time. I don't know if there's any question or maybe the question is going to come later, but it is good for me to hear back, at least from one audience, from one person from the audience, so that we can take it off from there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Any question? If you have question, you can stand up and ask now. You have? Okay, so thank you so much, Dimeji Falana.
Thank you for inviting me.